There are three building methods that you can use with clay. And all of them come from a time when people made pottery with clay. And they're kind of natural things that you do. I think if we just handed you clay, you'd probably do a few of these things. First one is you take your hands and very flat and firm, rub them against the table where the table is flat and your hands are flat. And what happens is you end up getting a snake-like shape. Now we call this a coil method. And even though a rolling method would probably be more accurate, because once again it came from a time when we made pottery with it. So you would make your plate with your bowl by rolling up the snake-like shape into, or the rope-like clay here, into a cup or a bowl. Now I call anything that you do with the coil, many times you roll it out, the coil method. So if you were making a neck for a giraffe, that would be the coil method. Okay, simple enough. Rolling it out with flat hands. The second hand building method is many of the students here at Park Street have done in elementary school, and that is using your fingers to shape the clay. In this case, I'm making a bowl. You don't have to make a bowl, but this is called the pinch method. So you just carefully pinch it and shape it with your fingers. And like I said, you can make a pretty decent bowl, and I think that's one of the reasons elementary teachers like it so much, is that students can, kind of with very little skills, actually make one of these. Now, if like I say, you can carve other things. I put that together like that, and I push it like this. Very quickly, I can make the shape of a face. There we go. Put a nose in there. I can, with my fingers, roll out the eyes and create a mouth down here, just by simply pinching the couple nostrils there. Yeah, that's a pretty good looking guy, huh? And that is, anytime I'm shaping the clay by pinching it, it's called the pinch method. And then lastly is the taking the almost pancake method, taking the clay, making a flat piece like this, flattening it out. Now, in this method, it's very important that you put a paper towel down. If I did not put a paper towel down, it would stick to the table. I've had many of students who created a very nice sculpture, but didn't put a piece of paper down, and then it was stuck to the table, and we had to destroy it to get it up. Okay, and we don't want that to happen. So a nice flat, this is called the slab method. Think of a slab of cheese or a slab of cement or rock, which is a really thick, heavy, but flat piece. Now this is good for making geometric things. So for example, if I was going to make a table, I would make, a rectangle with my flat pieces. I could do things like roll this up like that, and it would make a good, mailbox. So, I'm starting to flatten it out. I could make the front of it like this, and there we go. And the nice thing about these three hand building methods is you can, if you pick the right one, you can truly, or a couple of them, you can truly make anything very quickly. Now granted, I could pinch, or I could, out of slabs, make a bike, but the easiest way to make a bike would be with the coil method. If I'm making a pizza, I could roll out coils and make a pizza, but that'd take a while. The fastest way is using a slab. Those geometric things are slabs. So if I was making a mailbox, I would use the coil method for the front, and then the opening here with the slab method. I could pinch, you know, this part coming out. I could, you know, using the 3 different methods, I can make the objects very quickly. And that seems to be it.